Southwest Florida is known for its warm climate, beautiful wetlands, and unique wildlife. However, the region also faces a growing environmental challenge: the spread of Burmese pythons. These large, invasive snakes have become a serious threat to the ecosystem across the Florida Everglades and nearby communities. As their population continues to grow, Burmese python removal in Southwest Florida has become an essential effort for protecting native wildlife, public safety, and the natural balance of the environment.
Burmese pythons are not native to the United States. Originally from Southeast Asia, these snakes were introduced to Florida through the exotic pet trade. Over time, many were either released into the wild or escaped during storms and hurricanes. Because South Florida provides a warm and humid environment similar to their native habitat, the species quickly adapted and began reproducing in large numbers. Today, Burmese pythons are commonly found throughout the Everglades and surrounding areas, including parts of Southwest Florida.
Adult pythons can grow more than 15 feet long and weigh over 100 pounds. Their ability to blend into marshes, swamps, and wooded areas makes them difficult to detect, which has allowed their population to expand rapidly. The biggest concern surrounding these snakes is their impact on native wildlife. Burmese pythons are powerful predators that feed on birds, rabbits, raccoons, opossums, deer, and even alligators. Studies have shown dramatic declines in native mammal populations in areas heavily occupied by pythons. As a result, wildlife experts and environmental agencies consider the Burmese python one of the most destructive invasive species in Florida. Burmese python removal in Southwest Florida is critical for preserving the region's delicate ecosystem. Native animals in Florida did not evolve alongside large constrictor snakes like pythons, meaning they have few natural defenses against them. This imbalance disrupts food chains and threatens biodiversity throughout the region. The removal process also supports the protection of endangered species. Animals such as the Key Largo wood rat, wood stork, and other vulnerable species face additional pressure from python predation. Without consistent removal efforts, these populations may continue to decline.
In addition to environmental concerns, Burmese pythons can also create problems for residential communities and businesses. Although attacks on humans are extremely rare, these snakes may prey on pets or appear in neighborhoods, parks, and near homes. Their presence often causes concern among residents and tourists alike. Professional python removal services help address these risks while ensuring that snakes are captured safely and humanely. Trained removal experts understand the behavior of Burmese pythons and use specialized methods to locate and remove them from both urban and remote environments. Southwest Florida offers ideal conditions for Burmese pythons due to its wetlands, canals, forests, and subtropical climate. The snakes are often discovered in marshlands and swamps, canal systems, residential neighborhoods near water, golf courses and parks, agricultural properties, nature preserves and wildlife areas, roadways and drainage ditches. Because Burmese pythons are excellent swimmers and climbers, they can travel long distances and adapt to a wide range of environments. Property owners in Southwest Florida should remain alert, especially in areas close to natural waterways. Many people never realize a python is nearby because these snakes are highly secretive. However, there are several signs that may indicate python activity on a property: unusual disappearance of small pets or wildlife, large snake tracks near mud or sand, shed snakeskin, disturbed vegetation near water sources, sightings during early morning or evening hours. If a Burmese python is spotted, residents should avoid approaching or attempting to capture the snake themselves. These animals are extremely strong and may become defensive if threatened. Instead, contacting a licensed python removal professional is the safest option. Professional Burmese python removal services. Professional Burmese python removal in Southwest Florida involves a combination of training, experience, and specialized equipment. Removal experts often work in difficult terrain, including dense vegetation and flooded wetlands. Their knowledge of python behavior allows them to identify likely hiding places and safely capture snakes with minimal risk. The removal process typically includes property inspection. Experts begin by inspecting the property and surrounding area for signs of snake activity. This may include tracks, nesting sites, or pathways commonly used by pythons.
Safe capture techniques. Once a python is located, trained professionals use specialized tools to secure the snake safely. Large pythons require careful handling because of their strength and size. Humane removal. Florida regulations require proper handling and humane euthanasia methods for invasive Burmese pythons. Licensed professionals follow state guidelines to ensure ethical and legal removal. Prevention recommendations. After removal, experts may recommend ways to reduce future encounters. This can include securing pet areas, reducing hiding spots, and monitoring nearby water sources. Hiring experienced professionals is important because improper handling can result in injury or escape of the animal. Florida's statewide python control efforts have invested heavily in controlling the Burmese python population. Several programs and initiatives encourage active removal across South Florida, including organized hunting challenges and public awareness campaigns. One of the best-known efforts is the annual Florida Python Challenge, where trained participants compete to remove as many invasive pythons as possible. Wildlife agencies also work with contractors and researchers to track python movement and develop improved detection methods. Technology now plays a growing role in python control. Thermal imaging, radio telemetry, and specially trained detector dogs are being used to locate snakes in hard-to-reach areas. These advancements help increase removal success rates and support long-term conservation goals. Despite these efforts, Burmese pythons remain difficult to eliminate entirely. Their camouflage, remote habitat, and rapid reproduction make ongoing management essential. The impact on Southwest Florida wildlife, the ecological impact of Burmese pythons in Southwest Florida cannot be overstated. Researchers have documented major declines in populations of raccoons, rabbits, foxes, and other mammals in areas where pythons are widespread. Bird populations are also affected, particularly ground nesting species that are vulnerable to predation. In some cases, pythons compete directly with native predators, such as bobcats and alligators, for food resources. Healthy ecosystems depend on balanced predator-prey relationships. When an invasive species disrupts this balance, the effects can spread throughout the environment. Removing Burmese pythons helps restore stability and gives native wildlife a better chance of survival.
What residents can do. Residents and property owners in Southwest Florida can play an important role in reducing the spread of Burmese pythons. Public awareness and quick reporting are essential for effective control efforts. Here are several steps homeowners can take. Report pythons.
Choosing a reliable python removal company. When searching for Burmese python removal in Southwest Florida, it is important to work with experienced and licensed professionals. Not all wildlife removal services specialize in large constrictor snakes, so homeowners should verify credentials before hiring a company.
The future of python control in Florida? The fight against Burmese pythons in Southwest Florida is ongoing. Scientists, wildlife agencies, and professional removal teams continue to search for better ways to manage the invasive population and reduce environmental damage. Research into python behavior, breeding patterns, and habitat use is helping experts develop more effective control strategies. Public participation and continued funding will also remain key factors in protecting Florida's ecosystems. Although complete eradication may not be possible, consistent removal efforts can significantly reduce python numbers and limit their impact on native wildlife. Burmese python removal in Southwest Florida is an essential part of protecting the region's environment, wildlife, and communities.
These invasive snakes pose a serious threat to the natural ecosystem, making professional removal services and statewide control efforts more important than ever. From wetlands and canals to residential neighborhoods, Burmese pythons continue to spread throughout South Florida. Early detection, responsible wildlife management, and public awareness are critical for limiting their impact. For homeowners, property managers, and local communities, working with experienced python removal professionals provides a safe and effective solution. By supporting ongoing conservation efforts and staying informed, residents can help preserve the beauty and biodiversity that makes Southwest Florida unique.